What's up, everybody? Welcome to North Birmingham, Alabama. Birmingham is the state's largest metropolitan area, and we've done videos all over the Birmingham area, but we have yet to do videos here on the north side, so that's where we are today. Birmingham has been moved out of the most dangerous cities in the country list. Birmingham was for a while one of the top 3 most dangerous cities in the country, and recently, however, Birmingham has been removed from the list of most dangerous cities in the country, if we're gonna believe the statistics from, is that on this screen or is it on the phone? Right, this screen, cool. All right, we're just making sure the screens are clean, squeaky clean screen. So Birmingham is no longer on the top 10 most dangerous cities in the country if we go by word according to Briggs. So let's just hope he's done his research. He's pretty good at that. So if word according to Briggs says it's not there anymore, it's not. But I guess in previous years, Birmingham had been on the most dangerous city in the country, and that's because there's been an increase in crime in other parts of the country. That by no means means that Birmingham is no longer dangerous. It just means that other places are more dangerous now than they were before. So this is Birmingham, and we're on the north side. It's really a shame that this city's got so much abandoned buildings and stuff, because it's a really a nice city as far as, you know, mountains around it, and it's kind of been like Detroit, a lot of cities where there were a lot of industries, but unfortunately those industries were not able to hold on through the times and had to leave. Lots of factors. We could be here all day if we talked about that, but this is the north side of the city, and I just thought it'd be fair that I did the north side neighborhoods as well, since we've done so much of the south, because I'm on the south side. I'm in Montgomery, so it's been easier for me to do videos on the south side of Birmingham. And the north side, really, that's a lot of cars with rims. North side has just not been possible, meaning that where we are, it's easier for us not to do the north side. So finally we're on the north side of Birmingham. Show you guys what the neighborhoods look like here. We've done the west also, so I'm on a new mount here, so just bear with me with this camera mount. I'm trying the best that I can to get adjusted to dealing with my new camera mount. I'm gonna do the best I can for you guys, but again, it's a totally new camera mount that I'm working with. So I just wanna, I guess I gotta get familiar with it first. This part of the city, I've never been here. It looks very run down. In fact, it looks so run down that it reminds me of what maybe Detroit would look like or something like that. I mean, it's not quite Detroit, but it's getting there. It's really run down. Like, there's a lot of rundown houses here. The weather here is very pleasant compared to other parts of the country, so I can imagine people in like New Jersey, New York wanting to get out of there. And eventually a place like Birmingham could have an influx of people from places where there's worse weather and pretty much aren't any better. I want to drive back down this street. I don't like to drive through streets twice, but I do want to drive through here twice. I can show you guys a little bit of the southern car culture we have here in Alabama. In the south of the United States, what's a custom is old school rides, big wheels. So you can see the big rims. Yeah, people here don't look too upset about this. Look at that old school Chevy. So big rims, that's all part not for hire. They're required to put not for hire on a tow truck if it's just a personal tow truck. It's just the law. You can have a personal tow truck, but if you don't, if you're not hiring out, you have to pay a different insurance. So it has to say not for hire. So this is the north side of Birmingham. On the way here on 31, there's a lot of abandoned buildings. So it's not just the neighborhoods. It's also kind of like the outskirts of the neighborhoods also have a lot of abandoned stuff. But you can tell these neighborhoods were at some point pretty impressive. These were really nice neighborhoods at some point. You can just tell by the size of these houses that there were better times in this neighborhood. And again, bear with me on this camera mount. It's a whole new camera mount I'm trying out, and it might give us better angles and stuff. I gotta get used to this new camera mount, so we're kind of learning how to use it as we go. I ordered it off the internet, and I'm thinking I might order another one. This one isn't the most convenient one. You can see this neighborhood coming off 65 of North Birmingham. You can kind of make out some what looks like housing projects or some really rundown apartments. Very inner city stuff, kind of like what you see in Miami, you know. So I was like, yeah, we gotta check that out. And again, bear with me on the mount. I'm just learning how to use this thing. So you can see the skyline of Birmingham down that way. You can just make out the city of Birmingham down that way. Can I see the map real quick?
Of course.
And the video's uploading pretty quick, right?
Fairly.
Fairly quick. So yeah, there's good signal out here.
Here's your map.
You think a city surrounded by mountains would have good signal? So this is North Birmingham, and they do have a Piggly Wiggly.
They have many pigglies, wigglies.
There's a lot of pigglies, but they're not all wiggly. So I had to check this neighborhood out because I saw it from the highway, and I was like, wow, that looks like an interesting neighborhood. It reminds me kind of like of West Louisville, where you can just tell it's just like an older neighborhood, and you know, you can just tell it's kind of like an interesting neighborhood. I've always been fascinated with like inner city neighborhoods and how they get abandoned, where you just drive through and like the whole thing's just like abandoned. Especially when you can tell that the neighborhood at some point had, you know, better things going on, you know. You can kind of tell. Does this person have a red light? I guess I gotta stop too.
Yes.
You can kind of tell like when a neighborhood at one point. Sorry, I'm like sideways here. You can kind of tell like a neighborhood at one point had a lot going on, because the houses were beautiful in their day. It's just at the time the houses were built, there was more interest in the neighborhood than now that the neighborhood's kind of been established. People just don't want to live in cities anymore. They want to be on the outskirts, all in one stop shop. Well, that's the apartments over there I want to check out. That block over there looks interesting. Yeah, this is kind of like
Cute.
that one's cute. Yeah. Yeah, some people try to hold on and try to keep their neighborhood as pretty as they can. Their house and all, just look how much litter there is. It's just, it's hard for those people that like this neighborhood and see the potential. They're from here and they want to hold on to their neighborhood. Just to be surrounded with so much disregard is probably the right word, you know. People drive fast in Birmingham. Love this stuff right here. Look at these houses coming up right here. Wow, that car's driving so fast. Unbelievable. These are like residential streets, you know. He's gotta be going 60 miles an hour through here. Maybe he's a cop or something. I'm not sure. That's fast. That is fast. Is that a new hotel over there? Yeah. A lot of houses have tarps on the roof. But Birmingham is a fairly dangerous city. Like I said, it's been historically in the top 3 most dangerous cities in the country. But I made a video recently that explained how the city limits really plays into that. Beauty Masters. I don't know if that's a... It looks like the pink place in Miami. I don't know what's going on in there, but Miami Spring. I guess we'll just have to see if this mount works. Right now it's shaking. I don't know what. And it's got 3 different mounts. And I'm not sure which of the 3 mounts is the one that's making it shake. I'll eventually figure this thing out. Wiggly, 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 wig. Seriously thinking about getting that song copyrighted. At least the melody.
Yeah, I figured out what my costume for the...
Because I can already see, like, Drake stealing it. Next thing you turn on the TV, Drizzy the Drizzy the Drizzy the Drizzy Drizzy the Drizzy the Drizzy. Yeah. Like, that's my song, man. I wrote that.
I'm going in full costume for this video. Full costume, and I'm looking forward to it.
The house has a new copper roof. I like those copper roofs. They're kind of. Isn't that the same thing we got? No, we didn't get the copper. We got like the. I wanted a copper colored roof on our house. Is that an old sob? Somebody's just randomly threw a fence panel off the highway? Or a sign? What is that? A mattress? Piggly wiggly wiggly.
I'm gonna start looking for my costume for that music video we're making.
Just buy a bikini.
That's not what I was wanting to do.
Apartments I saw from over there. I was like, yo, I gotta check that out. Piggly wig. Is somebody on the porch? Yeah, you don't want to take a picture in front of somebody there on the front porch. I could definitely take offense to that.
Can I have your phone?
Dude, I'm working.
Okay.
Yo, what look at that? Hacienda City. Very hood looking. Kind of reminds me of those apartments in Kentucky and Louisville. Yeah, buddy. Louisville, Kentucky, man. Louisville, 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 Louisville. It's all about that real Louisville, 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 Louisville. It's all about that real Louisville, Louisville, Louisville. I love the hood. Everybody's just playing soccer. The Spanish kids with the black kids all playing soccer. It don't really matter. I love the hood. That's one thing I love about the hood. You know how people just kind of like create a community.
Yeah.
Wiggly, 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 wig. I want to take a picture of that red charger in front of that building for the cover photo. There's a lot of Spanish people in the Birmingham area. A lot more than the Montgomery area. Montgomery area doesn't really seem to be a lot more Spanish people.
Nope.
Wiggly, 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 wig. Wiggly, wiggly. But after living in so many bad places, I can't keep living in hoods.
No,
we gotta be out in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Dude, this reminds me of Park the Wall in Kentucky back in the day. Man, that is so hood. It reminds me of Park the Wall. Back in, I think they knocked down Park the Wall. And now it's like they call it a mixed income community. But yeah, basically. Wow, man, this reminds me of Park the Wall. Like way back in the day, Park the Wall. You know what I mean? Like, dude. That's how it was, like that. I say the Park the Wall was way worse. But they got rid of that crap. They're like, no, we can't have this. We used to go to the Park the Wall Community Center to get our shots and immunization and all that back in the day. Good memories. It smelled like you're inside the office, the medical office. It's like where you used to get like blood samples, for, you know, and all the medical stuff you gotta do for immigration. It was at the Park the Wall Community Center, so we would go to the Park the Wall Community Center. And
I went to a regular doctor's office.
Our shot hoods were not the same.
No.
You remember going to the projects when you were a kid to get your immunization shots? Kids like, no, I went to a doctor. My parents took care of me. I'm like, okay, stop rubbing it in my face. Because I'm sorry, Jose, but I just can't identify with that. I don't think we're on the same page here.
I had the Barbie dream house.
Yeah? Well, I had my uncle living in my bedroom when he came from Cuba. Our childhoods were a little different.
I've never had to share my room. Other than with you.
Actually, we have our own bedrooms now. I have my office, you have the second bedroom. You're not doing too much in there, are you?
We sleep in the same room.
Yeah. You're a better roommate than my uncle, that's for sure. For one, you don't fart as bad.
Really?
Okay, this is a conversation we can't have on video. I love these, like here, this is like a relic from the past, this gas station here.
Yeah.
Like, there's not even much left to it at this point. It's just kind of like a... I guess this was a store. Not much left to it at this point. Let me get 2-on-1. Dawson, Toplands. Oh, dude, these neighborhoods are in complete... just gone.
Yeah.
And another thing I thought about when we moved up here was, like, you know, being near Birmingham is like being near Detroit. You know, it's a place where, like, who isn't curious to know about... I was, you know, if you're into, like, urban decay and stuff. There's, like, Detroit, Memphis, St. Louis, there's, like, Miami, maybe. Miami doesn't have too much urban decay.
Look, cardinal.
Yeah, that's like turkey. Like, you ever seen like Charlie Blue's videos where he's in the hood and there's like turkeys and deer running around the hood, like, and he's got a video named "Animals of the Hood."
I want to watch that
You
video.
wanna watch that? You should. It's called "Animals of the Hood." It's like he's in Detroit, like in the hood, and they got like turkeys running around. I gotta take that for a cover photo. Piggly wiggly wiggly wig, piggly wiggly wig. So that's North Birmingham. Let us now get back on the highway so that we can continue our tours. I think there's a little bit of projects on the other side of the highway. Want to check out what's on the other side of the highway?
Yeah. I also had a Barbie mobile home as a child.
Can you? Yeah, I had a real mobile home as a child. Can you stop rubbing this in my face, Katie? Gosh, you and your white antics. I had the Barbie trailer home. I'm like, yeah, I had the Juan and Maria trailer home.
I had a playhouse.
Yeah?
Outside.
Yeah? Well, I had a guy living in the shed outside. Okay, so stop rubbing it in. You had a better childhood than me. Okay? Nobody wants to hear about your nice childhood growing up in a suburban place in Michigan with your parents who had normal suburban jobs. That's not interesting. I don't want to hear it.
My dad was a banker.
My dad was a banker. I'm like, well, my dad, you remember when that bank got robbed? You're like, my dad was a banker. And I'm like, you remember when that bank got robbed? That was my cousin. We're from two totally different backgrounds. It's just hilarious. You're like, oh man, what is this? Like a mausoleum? An abandoned mausoleum? What is this thing? This is so old and majestic. Notice how the plywood contrasts. Dude, what is this thing for real? A community center.
Oh, red-breasted robin. Robin.
Yeah, I love how you take a white girl to the hood. She's just like, oh my god, look at the robins. They are not afraid of being here. I was gonna say something very messed up, but I'm just gonna shut up right about now before this gets to be Uniontown here.
Ooh, little finch.
Oh my god, did you see the robins? They are not afraid of getting robbed.
I did not say that.
Just make it funny.
I like birds. I see birds. I'm gonna tell you about the bird.
White women are so innocent. You take a white woman to the hood, she's like, oh my gosh, these birds are like everywhere. It's like there must be a lot of food and foliage for them. Don't hit me.
Oh, look at the
We
truck.
have way too much fun.
Jose,
It
look.
should not be legal to have this much fun.
Look at the truck. Straight ahead.
I see it. What about it?
It's cool. It's up high.
Oh, I see it. Dude, that is so cool. I gotta take a picture and send it to my dad. That's what's up right there. That is cool. I gotta take a picture of that and send it to my dad.
You told me so what? Then you think it's cool.
I hadn't seen it yet. That is cool. That's something else right there.
Yeah. And they got a Santa Claus in it.
Let's see what's going on underneath this bridge. Underneath bridges are always interesting. Sometimes there's homeless camps. I guess here they're just dumping all types of stuff.
Just be careful on the road.
Whoa, that's a lot of garbage. Just dumping.
Next to a sign that says no dumping,
Yeah,
$500 fine.
Yeah, that sign's not having an effect. That sign's not really working. Oh, look at the graffiti, UTL. I've seen that somewhere, haven't we? There's a train blocking the road on that one. Haven't we seen that graffiti somewhere, UTL? Doesn't that look kind of like familiar to you? I don't know if this is still considered North Birmingham on this side. And it's just sitting there with stuff in the back. Isn't that kind of odd how it's just a semi-truck parked in a residential neighborhood? With stuff out the back? That's kind of weird, right? Not worried about somebody stealing it or nothing. I'd love to have that in my backyard. Put stuff in.
Yeah.
Especially without a back door. Just open. Fresh air. I wonder if it's still North Birmingham on this end. There we go. Well, there's a train down that way, so we have to go this way. Well, I like what I see. I could be here all day. Me and you all day in the hood, and not going to that small little town you wanted to go to.
So that's what this is about.
Not taking you to a small town?
Yes.
Look how beautiful. Oh, it's called Angles. That looks like a good restaurant. Angles.
You know I want to go to the
Alright,
town.
let's go to the small town. The train's kind of not moving, so we're not going to be able to go that way. ATK 13.
What happens on Sundays at Eagles? It just says on Sundays.
On Sundays. That's all you need to know. Whatever it is, it's on Sunday. Let's get back on the highway and get out of here. Wiggly, 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 wig.
And yeah, there's barbecue. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's going to be good. It's hard to think I'm not hungry enough. We got a lot of stuff to do. The washer. I wonder if this is another neighborhood. These are like new housing here.
That's cute.
Little houses? Yeah, they sure are for a little...
For a little apartment.
Yeah, they are. They sure are. They sure are. Be to the hand. So wait, pretty much this whole neighborhood like gets blockaded by trains?
Apparently.
That's horrible.
And it just staying and
Yeah,
still.
I mean, you have to drag on the highway to go around it. I'm sure the locals got it figured out which roads to cross and all that. Yeah, this neighborhood's not cool. There's a Popeyes there, McDonald's, a Deep South Freight. Alright guys, so that's a tour of Birmingham on the north side, which we hadn't done yet. We've done all the other sides just about. Maybe the east side we haven't done much in, but that's the north side of Birmingham. Just to be fair, make sure we cover all the neighborhoods in Birmingham. Hey, by the way, shout outs to Birmingham. So much love and support. I mean, I can't even, we're going north, right? Just GPS it out of my phone at this point.
Yeah.
Directions. It's only 46 minutes away.
Cool.
We may not even have to get on the highway from here. Oh, wait, we have one exit. So, guys, if you live in Birmingham, thank you so much for love and support. Same thing for Montgomery. You know, I was a little skeptical. So sometimes, like, when I'm, you know, like, some places like you and some places don't. Like, Columbus, Georgia absolutely hates me. But Birmingham has been nothing but love. Montgomery has been nothing but love. And Albany, Georgia has been nothing but love. So we're getting a lot of love on the videos. I guess the people kind of understand my channel a little bit, and they kind of like it. So lots of love coming out of these neighborhoods. It's not always the case with what we do. Some places don't understand what we're doing, and they kind of flip out. But there it is, North Birmingham. I hope you guys like this tour. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe for more videos. And we're always on the road working for you. Today I did some trash outs in the morning. I finished my jobs. I started early so I can be done by noon, so I can hit the road for you guys. So we work hard for you, so you guys can have your entertainment. We're out on the road working for you. And We try to make the videos as fun as we can, and raw, I mean, it's fun. So thank you so much here for being with us. We're out.
Thank you.